Welcome back to Fight Night.
It all comes down to this, Crip.
Game 3.
Game 3. Can Puffin come back with this warrior deck? It is certainly going to be a challenge.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Well, any deck can be any deck in Hearthstone. Got to play well.
That's true.
And at this big of a disadvantage, you got to get really lucky.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen that from you.
Yeah.
So it's certainly possible.
Everyone has their moment.
Yeah.
And will this be Puffin's moment? Can he come back? You know, the decks that Realz has here, I don't think the warrior is like particularly good against them.
Yep.
So
But the warrior in general is particularly good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Warrior decks are strong.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they've gotten a lot stronger recently. I mean, this game should be starting in a second. We'll see. Can he get a decent opening draw? Can he get enough armor and eliminate the threats of this Miracle Rogue deck?
Well, it should at the very least be a more drawn-out game to where there might be more back-and-forth action rather than, oh, hey, turn 7 Leroy.
Yeah. It's been quite quick. Yeah, everything's ended before turn 10 so far.
Mm-hmm.
It was like turn 8 and turn 7 or so.
Yeah, well, if you're playing Miracle Rogue, that's kind of how you have to do things.
Yeah.
And things are going as planned for the Miracle Rogue, getting the Auctioneer doing some work, and Leroy cleaning up.
That is more commonly what is happening in Hearthstone nowadays. Leroy just kills everybody in every deck, it feels like. The ultimate kill card. All right, let's take a look at this Crip. What do you think about that mulligan right there?
Well, keep the one card that's probably the best in the opener, and
You don't want to keep the Gorohal there?
nah.
No? That's 7 damage, Crip.
Wow.
Wow.
That's better than a fireball.
That's true.
Yeah.
Costs a little bit more mana, but hey, can't be counterspelled.
Coin Armor Smith. Puffin seems to like the aggressive plays even in these decks that are probably not very aggressive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, getting an Armor Smith out quickly is nice, especially since you know your opponent is playing Loot Hoarders. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like the play.
He is actually playing a Loot Hoarder.
Yeah, there it is. What is he going to do? Just put that out there? Give his opponent an armor? Probably.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no other play, so I guess that makes sense. So that's actually going to be a very good start for Puffin then.
Mm-hmm.
This hand for Realz, what do you think about it?
Oh, he's thinking about daggering up and doing nothing else, which I think is also fine, but
if he does that, that means he's waiting for playing SI7 agent?
Well,
SI agent?
I believe the rule of thumb is that the Miracle Rogue struggles to do enough damage to this type of warrior deck, and it can only do it with Assassin's Blade, which we can see that is there.
Yeah.
But in the general sense, feeding the opponent extra armor through the Armor Smiths might be, pushing them just out of range.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
Would you say it's certainly a possibility?
It certainly could occur that way.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That's certainly one of the options.
Well, there is this one card in this deck, in Puffin's warrior deck, called Harrison Jones.
Oh.
Why don't you tell us about that card, Crip?
Well, Harrison Jones, I believe it's a card. I think it's 5 mana, and I believe it's a 5/4.
Yes.
And the ability...
Sounds pretty awesome already.
Yeah.
You're selling me on it.
The ability is like some kind of battle cry that destroys the weapon.
Yeah.
And I believe that you draw cards equal to the durability of the weapon destroyed.
That would be pretty good against Assassin's Blade. Just against Rogue in general, that'd be pretty good, huh?
Uh-huh, I think so. Oh, we just saw a Eviscerate face. That's
yeah, he actually
interesting.
just went for the SI7 agent and the Eviscerate. So he's trying to get some damage on.
Well, Realz is just kind of a bit out of cards. If he's not drawing his Auctioneer soon, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Well, he has a lot of damage right there, but I mean, with Warrior being able to armor up, I don't know
And
that that's really going to... Yeah. You can't get him down slowly with that.
No. As much as the games went in Real's favor the first 2 times, it looks like it's turned quite around in this one. He did get the Auctioneer, actually, but it's at a time when the opponent managed to drop a creature and it's not going to survive the turn.
Yeah, I don't think he's even going to bother playing that yet. Assassin's Blade going to be a good play, though. And actually not going to attack the Warrior with it.
I think he's fishing for the deadly poison. I think he realizes he needs it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you know, the warrior can just get out of range. The fact that he's already used Eviscerate and SI7 and the warrior's still at 27, it's like, well, this could be a long game.
Yeah.
Alright, so it looks like Puffin gonna begin the beatdown here and start armoring up. Definitely wants to get as much armor as possible. Make it a
And Realz
hard situation.
wants to get as many deadly poisons as possible.
Yes, if he could
Preferably
get two of
both.
those, that would be pretty awesome. Would you like Shadow Step the Gudges on here? Because I feel like that play is not that bad.
You really might need the damage with Leroy. I think this is a very tough call.
Yeah. Thing is, if he doesn't do that, what other plays does he really have? Like, he could make an Edwin, but it's just gonna die. Like, this is a warrior deck.
I think it would be an attack, face, and pass turn, otherwise.
Attack face, accidentally make dagger, pass. That'd be a pretty sick move. Have you ever done that with Assassin's Blade out?
No.
No.
Maybe. I played a lot of games,
Yeah.
and I've done some stupid stuff.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, all of us have had our Dennis moments.
Well, he's comparing the Gadgetzan Shadow Step to nothing, and I think nothing might be pretty close.
Well, looks like he wants to take out this little 1/3, but that's going to charge up.
Well, he might do Sap
Frauding.
Cleave here.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he can. That's going to make Van Cleef, what, a 4/4? That's, like, not very hard for a warrior to deal with that.
We can do Sap, Cleave, Shadow Step, Cleave. If he wants a huge creature.
He could, but then if his opponent has this little card called Execute, which he does have...
Oh, it's not even just Execute. He might have something called, like, Faceless and Execute.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it looks like he's just
decides
going to
not
pass.
Yeah. Looks like the attack pass was the play.
Attack pass is pretty good.
Well, Karen is slightly better than attack pass, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. And at 29 health, he's got to be feeling pretty confident right now.
Yep, here you do Gadgetzan Sap, and you may... I think you do Shadow Step.
Yeah, I would say so. Gets a Cold Blood. Yeah, I think you have to Shadow Step this guy. If you don't, he's just going to die this next turn.
Here we go.
Is he just going to leave him? Oh, look at that, Crip. What do you think about that?
I think that he's trying to get that 4 extra damage on the player.
Well, he's probably going to be able to get that.
No, he can do a Shield Slam, Armor Up. I mean, Slam, Shield Slam.
Well, he actually has, like, 2 Executes. He should be using Execute here, I would say.
That's true. There's actually no bigger creature.
Yeah. What else are you going to execute? A Leroy with 1 health? Yeah, right.
Well, you can Whirlwind and do that.
Yeah, well, he has a Whirlwind as well, so it's a possibility, I suppose.
Okay, we're playing the slow game, which I think is the correct play here.
No sense to rush. Go ahead and Shiv, see if he can draw into something.
That's something, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of alright.
Queef it up.
Brotherhood shall prevail.
6/6, but of course, as we know, that's going to go down easily. You know what he's going to do here? He's going to Whirlwind to execute and attack for like a whole bunch. It's a good play.
And I think he's going to Senjin as well.
Yeah, I would say so.
And then Armor Up. And I feel really good about where he is.
That would be a pretty strong turn, I would say.
Actually, I think I would Senjin and then Whirlwind, just to get more damage.
Yeah, you could, and it doesn't matter if it's like 4 health or 5 health, really, that much. Like, I guess it lets Eviscerate kill him, but... No, actually, I think I would Whirlwind before.
Yeah.
Though I don't think the 1 extra damage on him is worth the 1 extra damage on Senjin, just because of Eviscerate being 4 damage. But then he would be backstab proof if he did take a damage, huh?
We've seen an Eviscerate already. We haven't seen any backstabs.
Yeah, that's true. Realz is really upset.
Yeah. I mean, you're facing lethal against some scary stuff. Oh, that's a good thing to get.
Well, it's time for the Gajizan Auctioneer. He has the Deadly Poison as well, so that's pretty nice.
You can kill the Senjin, and then... Oh, you don't have to sap, you can Eviscerate.
Do you sap or do you Eviscerate?
You Eviscerate.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Sap is going to be better against a more expensive minion. Now let's see here. Realz really going over all of his options. Should be seeing that eviscerate in just a second here. Oh no, he's actually going to sap.
Yeah, he's trying to push for damage. Wow.
Wow, indeed. I'm sure he's going to play that deadly poison as well.
So what does he have? He's got 7 plus the 4 plus double Leroy, which is 12 plus another 4.
So that's 16,
Plus
20,
eviscerate.
plus the 7. 27. Well, 27 isn't 29.
Harrison
Oh, well,
Jones top deck.
let's see what Realz does.
It looks like that smile he was sporting in that first game has gone away.
It certainly has, Crip.
Oh, wow.
I'm good at
And
what I do.
the auctioneer has also gone away.
Well, this is a pretty hopeless game for Realz, man.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, wait a minute.
What
okay,
is
hold
that?
on. That's 18 plus 4 plus 4. So that's
Oh, he can't.
That's
He can't cast
26.
all of that.
You know, if he didn't get that Harrison, he'd be dead. Miracle Rogue is kind of crazy. Well, that's not a very good draw, is it?
Draw. Oh man.
Here we go.
He's just hoping he doesn't die this next turn.
He does
Yes.
because of the Geddon.
Puffin's got to be happy with this, man. You don't want to go out 0-3 in your very first match at Fight Night.
Oh, that's more amusing.
I think here I would actually use that to kill him because you know that's going to be in the deck. Whereas the Geddon, there's a question if Geddon's going to be in it.
I would do it for a different reason. The Gromash just sounds way more badass when he can wait no longer, you know?
Ah,
Yeah.
all right. Right, well, no shenanigans.
Oh, it looks like Realz took the time to type something to Puffin.
Yeah, you said something about he had lethal without the, if he didn't get the Harrison.
Yeah.
Well, Harrison Jones, pretty good card. Will that be the card of the tournament, Crip? That is the question.
Well, we'll have to see how the other decks play out.
Yeah.
And just how many weapons they encounter.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You know, we've already seen a couple rogues. We've seen Warrior. I think Warrior's going to be a very popular deck here.
Seen
so it could be.
Hunter.
Yeah, that's right. Hunter uses weapons as well. There's a
Yeah.
lot of weapons around.
Yeah, weapons are good.
All right.
Well, at least in Hearthstone.
Oh,
Yeah.
indeed. All right. Well, let's go ahead, see what these players are talking about. Can he come back?
No. Being down 2-1 is better than being down 2-0.
That's for sure.
Yeah. It's certain.
It begins. All right. All you?
All right, so
Okay, so.
I had double lethal, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
there were many points in the game where you made small mistakes. So with
It's
manipulator,
fine.
like there were so many times we could have taken absolute advantage.
Manipulator is a
Because it
dead
was
card,
impossible. Like,
essentially,
on 7,
and he
you
gave
should've-
you opportunities to use it.
like on 7 when you could have manipulated auctioneer.
Karen
rolled
is always
executed,
Karen,
Then hit him for extra 3.
But,
Well, when it was secure.
yeah.
And
Draw
then
2.
Yeah.
And you get extra damage on
Wait,
the guy.
on the.
On the 7.
It's okay.
On the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or on the front.
But it could have mattered.
You
I
took.
guess.
You were focusing on armor.
Yeah.
You were like,
Oh,
you thought you
Yeah.
Did you rip it off the top?
What?
Because you would have played it the turn before, right?
I didn't see if it was updating. I don't know.
I wasn't paying enough attention. But I was pretty sure that I had a good chance of winning until he destroyed my 7 power
Yeah,
weapon.
you had lethal in your hand.
Well, I had to draw the shadow step.
Yeah. So against, I'm assuming he might actually. Okay, so the smart thing for him to do is go mage to learn more about your deck before he puts warlock into it. But he might just want a 3-1.
He's gonna want to 3-1.
Yeah. So if he goes warlock, I mean, yeah, it could be. I'll let him talk to you about that because I don't really know the matchup that well. But against mage,
It was just you were just too cautious. Like I keep saying, like you're playing too cautiously against him.
yeah, against well, Miracle's dead now, so don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah, after after 2 shadow steps, you had it
Yeah.
in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Even
no.
without the
I had
auctioneer.
exactly
You had
31 damage,
Yeah.
and he was at 25 plus 6 armor, or 26 plus 5 armor, something like that.
She did.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate.
Against the mage deck, like you literally, your game plan is you don't die.
like after he passed. Well, he could have played shield block instead.
Dude,
instead of Harrison.
I used to realize something. Jiraxis and Harrison Jones. You need to be really fucking careful with that shit.
Oh well.
Like, really.
That will be hilarious, yes.
Yeah.
That is an eventuality.
That is like a high possibility as well, in my opinion. Like, he keeps the Harrison Jones all game, Jiraxis. Bam. Draws his whole deck.
Just keep armoring them. So there's 2 Ice Lances, 2 Frostbolts, 2 Fireballs, a Pyro,
Just play really
and
defensive.
an Antonitis.
Yeah, just
That's
play really
the main thing.
defensively.
Really defensively.
That can't backfire though.
Yeah, that might not be that good for him. I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, he doesn't have infinite relevant draws, so if his whole deck is gone,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Try to
He can still only use as much mana as he has.
Try to wait.
I was really sad when he had the second execute. I thought it was going to be a lot harder to kill that. Like maybe shield block, shield slam, but I thought it was going to be a lot harder to kill the 6/6. That was unfortunate.
Like you can apply some slight pressure and stuff, and they won't have many units. Like,
Be careful with. Actually, like his ice block, right?
he has double ice block, double ice barrier.
Does he have water?
No.
No. Okay.
I thought that was a good turn. Like it was going to be, you know, reset his Cairn, make him deal with Auctioneer so he can't replay Cairn. And then I would have a turn to like slam minions and make him deal with it, but he had Whirlwind execute, like second execute. So that sucked.
Unless
So
you change
honestly, what you're
things.
gonna end up doing is you're gonna kill him with like your hell weapons or something.
Yeah.
Like he can't really stop you.
You'll kill him eventually. He plays 1 polymorph. Unless he changed that. I'm going off his last list.
He might have changed it.
He might have changed things.
If
So don't take everything to heart, but like
Right.
the main thing is his deck has limited damage.
Yep.
He's gonna try and like Alex draw them and burst you somehow, but like if you just armor to infinity,
armor's a safe mission for after hours. You tend to want to do that unless you don't.
Wait, what'd you
have
say?
Their plays.
Doing your shield block for after Alex. Just be shield blocking when it's hard to get your armor
maybe.
shredded.
Yeah,
So
like,
if you have like 6 armor, you can just shield block.
yeah.
And I didn't draw any early deadly poisons either. Otherwise, all the charges on that weapon would have been gone already.
Yeah.
But if you have like weapons and stuff that you're planning on using, don't do it
And-
yet.
Yeah.
Unless you need the card.
And you'll like he only has
I feel
two-
like
yeah.
Get him puffing. Take a deep breath. Puffing in.
See you after the break for more Fight Night. Welcome back to Fight Night.
So Crip, it looks like we're gonna have Warlock going up against Warrior.
Yep.
And in this case, it's actually going to be a Handlock deck.
Yeah, I heard that this match is pretty easy for the Warrior. All you really gotta do is brawl away every creature in the deck when it's played on the same board.
Yeah, if you're Gnimsh, then that's going to work out perfectly for you. But for other players, it's going to be a little bit of a harder battle.
Oh, is that not a likely event?
No, not always. I mean, I guess it matters how many minions you have out there as well.
Okay.
But it looks like this game is just about to start. You know, Handlock against Warrior, I feel like if the Handlock starts with a Twilight Drake, the Warrior is going to have the worst time ever because you have to use your good removal on the Twilight Drake because it's so big and beefy.
And then
There's
the
never
Giants
silences.
just get out of control.
Exactly. And the thing is, you want to like, you use your good removal on the Giants, and hopefully you've built up a lot of armor by then as well. But the Drake like screws that up as well because he starts hitting your armor, and you just.
The way that I understood it is the Tinkmaster change affects this matchup a lot, as it was a card that was used in every type of Warrior deck that was, you know, in this format. And that took out one of the Giants, whereas, you know, they kind of get by against the other decks now because they're not as big, but
Yeah.
the Giants are still there, and the Tinkmaster isn't.
Yeah, it's very true. This deck has like come back into style big time because of exactly what you just said there. Well, it looks like he's going to start with the Mountain Giant, which is great. You know,
Yeah, I've played this type of deck quite a bit, and this is a really good opener if you go second, which he is.
yes, indeed. And it looks like he wants to throw away the Soulfire as well, which I think is fine. You don't have to keep the Soulfire against this Warrior deck. It's not fast enough for you to really need to use that early on.
I'd like to keep the Soulfire though.
I would have as well, but I think it's an okay choice not to. And Realz, actually, in my opinion, one of the best Handlock players that there is. I've seen him play a lot of Handlock, and he's always making really smart moves.
Oh, we got the Armorsmith opener once again.
The Armor Smith in this matchup is so funny. Like, I
do
feel like all
anything?
it does is proc for execute. Like, that's literally the only thing that this card does. But you may as well get it early. The worst feeling in the world is drawing that late game when they have a giant out and you're like, I need my execute, and then you draw Armor Smith and you're like, oh.
Well, I think he might Cruel Task it at least, so it clocks in a little bit extra.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
So here you got the Earthen Ring, and you can Mountain Giant the next turn.
Yeah.
And then you get really sad that you didn't keep that Soulfire.
I suppose you're definitely right about that.
If you did keep the Soulfire, you could tap Soulfire away the Frothing, and still have the 4 for the Mountain next turn.
Tap Soulfire.
Yep.
Wait. Oh yeah. This turn. That turn that he was on. Yeah. That's true. Wow, you're very good at math. You're very quick, Grip. Well, it looks like he's gonna drop this this Mountain Giant down.
Yeah, but now your Earthen Ring goes to waste.
And ooh, that's an okay draw. Can't be too unhappy about that.
Well, if they get a 4-mana 8/8, why don't we drop a 5-mana 8/8?
That actually sounds better for the Warlock now that you say it like that.
Yeah, but what can you do?
Alright, well, it looks like Puffin out to a pretty strong early lead here. Actually has a very strong board.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The more damage you deal, the closer they get to their Molten Giants.
Yep. The Shadow Flame has not been dropped from the Warlock arsenal yet in the Handlock variation. So, because the Warrior I feel is pretty slow to build a board, anytime you draw that card, you can come back pretty quickly in this matchup.
That is true, yeah. And you know, he also has Siphon Souls in here to help deal with possibly getting rid of this giant. And oh, I like this move actually. Because he's got to get rid of that 8/8. It's just way too much damage on board. But that leaves him with a 6/4 now, which is like pretty ridiculous.
It's
going to be even
8/4,
bigger. Yeah.
At least.
Because definitely that Owl's going to be taken out. Oh god, and he actually can deal so much damage this turn.
Oh wow. Okay. Do you play the other Frothing as well? Do you do Frothing, Cruel Task, Shield Slam?
Well, I mean, if your opponent is going to have a Shadow Flame, that's going to be a pretty bad move, but...
He doesn't have a Shadow Flame, he would have cast it.
Yeah, that is true. He'd have to top deck it, but he gets to draw 2 cards next turn looking for it, I guess, because he can life tap. You
can't really kill the Drake with a Shield Slam. You just use a Shield Slam to pump up more Frothings, which is probably a terrible use of it.
I would say so.
So, what's the alternative here?
Oh wow, this is weird.
Armor up, Shield Slam. And sack this engine. Okay.
Alright, well, you know what? He's gonna be able to remove that. It's some card disadvantage, but I guess it's okay because this guy is gonna be so big. This ridiculous 12.
Not bad.
And you know what? If he deals 12, that's just a free Mountain Giant. So that actually, this could
swing
end up
instantly.
Yeah, this could end up bad for him actually by attacking here. I feel like I think he made that actually too big. I think he should have like attacked sooner with that. You know, maybe attack for like 10.
Okay.
Or because either way he's gonna have lethal the next turn. Like that's. But you have to be really careful how you balance the Handlock's life total.
Yeah.
That's like how you play against it.
So here you want to kill that Frothing, so I think you Leroy into it. And then you do a Molten Giant for free, Sun Fury Protector on the Molten Giant.
That sounds good to me.
Poor Leroy. All he wanted to do was attack face.
That's right. Not this time, Leroy. Sorry, buddy. Alright, well now there's this gigantic taunt. And again, if he had like attacked for 10, that turn couldn't have looked like that.
There's that card.
There is that card. Actually, I think you use it too. Like, well, you know what? Never mind, actually, now that I look at this. Because he has
enough to kill it with a weapon.
Yeah, this is no issue at all.
And now we have another fun-sized Frothing.
Look at this. 8 to face. Whenever you have to attack with a weapon into that.
Yeah, it's not so bad because you regain 4 from the armor smith.
Oh yeah, that's true. This turn is going to take a little while. All this armoring up.
And buffing of the frothing.
Yeah.
Strike.
Oh.
Alright, so, I mean, at least this did clear the board off pretty much. He's going to have to remove this minion, which is not going to be hard for him at all.
Yeah,
he has a power
overwhelming.
overwhelming, so yeah. No real issue there.
Poor Hellfire. I think I go with a power overwhelming though.
Yeah, he's a little bit too low in life, I would say.
So you have power overwhelming, and with 6 mana left, you can
do like. Thing is,
tap Earthen Ring. I think
life tap Earthen Ring. You think?
Yeah.
Let's see. 8 mana next turn for his opponent. Yeah, you could do that. There's no real lethal. That.
I mean, you can also draw.
I mean,
that Soulfire that you really wanted for a while now.
That's true. Yeah, if he kept that Soulfire, would have been helpful.
So many possibilities.
Let's see what he does. So I guess he might not life tap then. Is what
Oh no,
this
if you
means.
do this, you don't life tap.
Yeah. Could he be tilting now?
I don't like this point.
Yeah, what I don't like about that is that that is exactly the size of this weapon.
Yeah. Acolyte's good here. That's interesting. He made that decision very quickly.
Yeah, I think I would have thought about that just a little bit more, but... Eh. I mean, that's a pretty quick clock, right? Yeah, he has to. There's, like, not even a choice here. And then the smallest Twilight Drake that there ever was, the 4-2.
There is a smaller version.
Is there?
Yeah, the 4-1.
Wow.
Okay.
Alright, this is actually kind of funny. Obviously, you're not going to play that in Brawl, but...
Yeah. Well... Some people have in the past.
Yeah.
I mean... Oh, okay, there...
That's a draw.
That is a draw.
There you have it.
Now you feel comfortable enough to tap, I believe.
Yeah, I would...
Oh my god.
Not the most useful at this moment.
Not ever, actually. I don't even know if that card can be played in this game.
Probably not, unless he just decides to not play spells for a long time. And I like this, actually. I like removing this, just because...
No more execute.
Yeah, you don't want him to be able to do that. And he might even have another card in hand that could, you know, deal with it. So this is a Brawl turn for sure.
Alright.
Well, now he can actually... There's a few things he can do here. Because he has Execute and a Slam, so he can actually remove both those and just leave the 2-3 and not use the Brawl, but I think I would Brawl here. Because he can get rid of whatever is left no matter what.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you do the Slam play...
You're never going to have a better Brawl than right now.
If you do the Slam play, the only card left in your hand is Brawl, and you're against the Warlock with 1 card and 6 life. Like, what are you going to Brawl away?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Brawl is useless after this. Oh, I think this is a mistake. Ooh, no, I don't like this move at all.
No. Oh, that's a good card to draw, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I really... Well, yeah, no, that Brawl is going to be just completely useless for the rest of the game now. Well, at least he did get that Acolyte out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Realz very unhappy with losing that Giant. Oh boy. Hey, the Soulfire!
There's the little guy.
He's at 4 health right now. He needs to keep taunts out. Do you actually go Faceless on your 5-1 Drake?
I think so.
I think you do.
Yeah, because it's too risky that the opponent can deal with it and then hit you face with a weapon.
Yeah. And, well, he definitely can deal with it, that's for sure. In fact, he will be able to kill everything. I guess he's probably going to Brawl this next turn.
If he doesn't here, I don't know this game anymore.
Maybe he just wants to keep that brawl in his hand. Oh, that's going to be sick when Jiraxis comes out.
Oh my. That
would kill
be.
his hands, man, and that's a lot of charges. That's like just the game wins.
Oh no.
What?
What just happened?
I'm actually really surprised. He just doesn't want to use Brawl.
No.
Is he saving it for when there's a bunch of Infernal tokens or something? Like, there's not that many minions even left in this deck. Oh, hilarious.
The breach.
Realz is not happy.
No, he's not happy at all. Well, he started a 2-0 with Miracle Rogue, and he's thinking, there's no way you're going to 3-0 me. But here Puffin is, and he certainly has a chance.
Certainly does.
Huh. I think you actually attack this and play the Mountain Giant, just cross your fingers.
Yeah.
I actually think that's the right play.
Yep. I was really surprised it didn't Brawl, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm surprised both.
I mean, he had 3 creatures. They all had 1 life apiece, and he had a Cruel Task in his hand with a Brawl.
Yeah.
Oh. Gromash.
Gromash. All right.
Can wait no longer. Again.
Smash and face right there. Realz really unhappy.
Yep.
And Puffin is starting the comeback,
Evens
Crip.
it up. Well, the comeback has been, evened.
Yeah, the
He's
comeback
come
has
back.
been made.
Yeah.
I guess, kind of. It's tied. It's just down to the very last decks.
Yep. We have Mage versus Warrior.
Yeah.
And without going too much into what we can expect from the Mage, I think traditionally this has favored the Warrior when the Warriors played aggressively, and the Mage when the Warriors played slowly. And I think this type of Warrior is closer to the slow side to what we've seen.
It's certainly, this is a slow warrior, I would say. It's a very controlling warrior, not a lot of early game aggression. I mean, it doesn't even play cards like Yeti. It's like, it plays Ascension over where you might have a Yeti in there. So definitely a defensive one.
Yeah, but I mean, unusual results from these matchups have already been seen.
Indeed.
So anything can happen.
It's an exciting start to the season.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, let's go over, listen to what these guys are talking about, and then we'll be back with the last game.
So, pretty good at this game, Puffin. You tied up 2-2 against Realz. Now, talk to me about that last game a little bit.
Sure. It was a warrior against Handlock. I actually expected him to go aggro, so I was a little surprised. But as soon as he passed the first turn, obviously I knew what it was. But I felt comfortable about it. I didn't draw a lot of the earlier answers that I needed, but eventually the cards came. So.
You know, one of the things that people were kind of confused about, I think the commentators were talking about it, that they were very confused about why you held on to Brawl for so long, especially in some of the tighter situations towards the end of the game. Can you talk to us a little about your reasoning?
Sure. I wanted to draw more cards, and I knew I needed answers because I didn't have a kill condition yet, and I wanted, since I had other ways of dealing with the Montans, I wanted to hang on onto it in case he played Alex Draza on there. So.
No, it makes sense because some people would think oh, he didn't play the Brawl, but then he top decked the Gromash. But your ability to draw so many cards off of those cards like Slam actually led into that. So it ends up playing into your win condition. Congratulations on tying it up, but your job's not done yet. Good luck in the 5th game.
Cool. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm joined by Realz. Now the series has slowed down a little bit. It's tied 2-2, and we're coming down to the 5th game. How are you feeling? Because the momentum in the beginning was on your side, but now it seems to be in Puffin's.
Yeah, I was definitely, a strong favorite to win the match when I was up 2-0. Unfortunately, going into the last game, the matchup that's left, the reason I, didn't play the Mage deck, the reason I played the Warlock deck is because of the Mage deck cannot beat Control Warrior. It's basically impossible.
So you've mentally conceded the series already, is that the case?
Yeah, if I win, I am extremely, extremely lucky.
You're going to be clapping a lot louder than before.
Yeah, it'll be ridiculous if I win this game.
What's the chances you would say that you can win, percentage-wise?
5 to 10%. It's like the worst single matchup in Hearthstone.
So you're saying there's a chance. Good luck. In the last match, Realz, you're going to need it.
Stay tuned for more Fight Night.